Hi YouTube, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how my fiance and I went to the Maldives for just under £525 per person. We stayed for 4 nights and I'm going to be breaking down exactly what we spent our money on and how we kept it budget friendly. So if you thought the Maldives was out of reach, stay tuned to check it all out. For those that don't know, my fiance Alex and I have been traveling for the last 10 months. We have spent some time in Europe, Africa, did 30 states in the US, and then we're headed on the last part of our trip, which was to Asia and Australia. And what better way to kick it all off than by going to the Maldives? And okay, I know what you're thinking. The two of you traveling on a budget for 10 months, how could you afford the Maldives? And honestly, it was not expensive as you thought. The main thing that really helped us was airline points. We really focused on this while we were traveling. It was like the main way we were able to get around the world for such a cheap price. Earning points with Virgin Atlantic was the way that we were able to take lots of reward flights. We used this to go to Johannesburg and Orlando, and now we were using it for the Maldives. Our flight left from London Heathrow to Malé, the capital of the Maldives, and cost us just £192.89, plus 6,000 Virgin points, which if you've been collecting points, you know that is an amazing deal. The only thing to keep in mind though is that this is for a one-way ticket. We went on traveling to Asia after this, so it would be slightly inflated if you're planning to come straight back to the UK. So obviously I know when people think of the Maldives, they think of those beautiful water bungalow villas, which honestly, same, and I would love to say that we got to stay in one of those, but we did not. We had to look for a budget-friendly place to stay in the Maldives, and that just meant one thing: local islands. We chose Maafushi, which was just an hour speedboat journey from the airport, and one of the biggest local islands. It gave us the balance we wanted: affordable, yet still very much the Maldives experience. For our hotel, we stayed at the Triton Prestige. 2 nights cost us just £253.36 in total, which works out at approximately £126.68 each, which honestly, when you think about the value, that is so good. And also included breakfast. Next was figuring out how to actually get to the island. You've probably seen the famous Maldives seaplanes, which for us was just unnecessary since Maafushi is only like an hour away. The cheapest option is the local ferry, which is about $3 US, but it takes ages. So we chose to go on a speedboat. It only took an hour, picks us up right from the airport, dropped us off at our hotel, and we even had some golf buggies for them to take us across the island with. And it only cost £51.58 for a return ticket. Honestly, worth every penny. It was such an easy trip. Now let's talk about Maafushi itself. Because it is a local island, you do need to respect their customs. Alcohol is completely illegal. You won't find it anywhere outside of the resorts. And honestly, for us, it really wasn't that big of a deal. 4 days without a drink in exchange for the Maldives? Small price to pay. You'll also need to be mindful about swimwear. You can't just wear a bikini on every beach. Lucky Maafushi has a bikini beach, which is closed off for tourists. Around the rest of the island, I made sure I was covered up out of respect. One tip though, bring at least one-piece swimming costume because some hotels won't allow bikinis even at the pool. You'll notice little customs, like taking your shoes off before entering shops. At first I thought, isn't this a bit risky? But honestly, everyone does it and it's totally fine. Just part of island life. One of the coolest things about Maafushi is that there is no real roads. It is all made out completely of sand and just people walking around or driving on little mopeds or driving golf buggies. It is such a fun vibe, but when it rains, it really rains. The puddles were massive and we ended up jumping through just for fun. On one of the nights, it was pouring down and our part of the island lost power completely just as our food was coming out. The sun had gone down and it was pitch black and we ended up eating dinner by phone light. It's a funny little memory that we'll never forget. And then there's the food. You will not go hungry in Maafushi. There's loads of Indian-inspired food places, plus plenty of Western options. Now onto activities. Maafushi has so much to offer, from snorkeling to scuba diving to sandbank trips to swimming with whale sharks and even day passes to luxury resorts. Since we were here for a short time and on a budget, we chose to just do one activity, and we decided to go to the luxury islands because we just needed to see what it was like at those places just once. And the best part, the whole day only cost £110.51 each. Definitely the highlight of our trip. Prices vary, but there are lots of operations on the island, so definitely shop around and haggle a bit. Our pass included transfers, unlimited food and drink, yes, alcohol too, one non-motorized activity, and full use of pools and facilities. It was amazing to experience that private island luxury without paying thousands to stay overnight. The island was stunning, quiet, and felt just like paradise. We also rented snorkel gear and got to see a part of the reef, which was beautiful. So let's add up everything we actually spent on Maafushi. We spent a total of £42.92 on food, drinks and souvenirs. Add the flights, hotel transfer and the resort day pass and you come to a grand total of £524.48 per person. That's insane. I'm sorry, that is so cheap to go to the Maldives. So if you really want to get those Maldives vibes and you are worried that it's going to absolutely break the bank, do not. You need to go. I don't know how people are not talking about this more. It is so amazing and so affordable. If you're looking for even more Maldives content, and honestly, I don't blame you, go and check out our page to see our travel vlog of our time there. And if you want a more in-depth look to any more of our other travel destinations, please let me know in the comments below and I will make that happen for you. And that's it for our adventures to the Maldives. If you have any questions about our times at Maafushi or how we managed to keep the whole trip under budget, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help. I love talking all things travel. And don't forget to subscribe because our next video will be recapping the next part of our trip, which was Australia. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.